bring yourself down into child's pose. Have your toes touching, your knees nice and wide. Sink the hips down, back towards the heels. Walk your fingers out as far as they can, and then just soften the elbows down. Let your head and neck be nice, easy, relaxed, maybe gently turning the head from side to side. Taking some nice, deep, full belly breaths in, and long, smooth exhales out. And if you like, you can just stay here or just take a nice easy walk over to the right. Walking your fingers forward, and then just exhale and soften the head down. Just stretching through that left hand side of the body here. Nice easy walk back through center, out over to the left. Remember to release the head down to the floor. Breathing into the right hand side of the body. A nice easy walk back to center. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Lifting your elbows, engaging the arms. Inhale, fill up the belly, roll the breath up into the chest. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more in your own time, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Filling up the belly, rolling it up into the chest, filling up your lungs. Exhaling fully. Once you've taken your 3rd exhale, take a nice easy roll up into tabletop. So we're going to work with the arms first, building strength in the arms, and you have a couple of different options here. So I'm going to do mine from tabletop, and I'm going to cross at my ankles, but you're more than welcome to come into plank and do your press-ups this way. So you do whatever feels good for you. As I said, I'm going to cross my ankles, and then I'm just going to shift forward so that my shoulders are directly over top of my wrists. Wherever you are, I want you to roll your shoulders away from your ears. Hug your elbows in towards each other, so the inside of your elbows are facing forward. There's space between your fingers. Hands feel grounded. Take an inhale, and I want you to lower your torso down. So your elbows should graze your torso, and then as you exhale, press up. Inhale as you come down, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. You can do it. Inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, push up. All right, come back down into your child's pose. Release your arms, relax your elbows. And roll up into your tabletop, coming in for round 2. So really take your time sitting up here. There's no rush. You want to do it, but rather do it right than cause injury. So if you are crossing your ankles, and this is just a nice way if you're building your strength, make sure that you hug the elbows in towards each other, inside elbows facing forward. So as we inhale and bend, so let's start now, take an inhale, come down. You want your upper arm to graze your torso, so we're hugging the elbows in. As you exhale, push up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Last one. Roll it on back into your child's pose. Relax the arms. Nice deep full breaths in. You might like to wrap your arms around your lower legs if you like, releasing the shoulders. 2 more breaths here. From child's pose, make your way into tabletop, preparing for plank. So shoulders over top of the wrists, elbows hugging inwards, inner elbows, inside elbows facing towards the front. Engage your core and then extend your legs long. Lift your kneecaps. Broaden through the upper back. 5 breaths, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. Pressing the mat away from you, staying focused on your dristi directly below you. 2 more breaths. And bring it on down. Let's do that again, coming back up into your tabletop. Aligning yourself first, shoulders over top of wrists, fingers spread nice and wide apart. Hug the elbows in. Lengthen your neck, engage the core, extend the legs back. 5 breaths here. Keep pushing the mat away from you. One more breath. And bring it down. Take your breaths. Relax the shoulders, the head, and the neck. Let's do that one more time. This time I'm going to add a little challenge in there for you. So you can just stick with a traditional plank if you like, or if you'd like a little challenge, following along. So preparing yourself, and then when you're ready, coming into your plank. As you inhale, lift the right leg, exhale, lower. Inhale, left, exhale. Inhale, right, exhale. Inhale, left, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Into your child's pose, take a break. Make sure you're breathing. Bring yourself up into your tabletop. We're going to move into side plank, so take it easy here. Preparing yourself, just the same as you enter into plank, because this is where we begin. So, come into your plank. And then I want you to walk the right foot over to the left, turn onto the side of the right foot, pressing the mat away from you with the left hand, and then reach the right arm up. 5 breaths, keep the hips lifted. One more breath here. Rolling through your plank, lower your knees down, and just sit back on your heels for a moment. Maybe roll the shoulders. Take some breaths. Find your way back into your tabletop. So same deal here, beginning from your plank. Make sure you feel nice and steady here. And then whenever you're ready, step the left foot over to the right. Turn onto the side of the right foot. Make sure you press the mat away from you. And then lift your left fingertips up. 5 breaths here. Whole side body is engaged. Keep the hips lifted. 1 more breath. Rolling back through plank. Come down onto your knees. Sit back on your heels. Roll those shoulders. Take a breath. Make your way up onto your mat. And stand with the feet a hip width apart to begin with. So hip width apart and feet are parallel. I want you to lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. And then see if you can straighten up through the spine. Draw the shoulders down the back. We're preparing for chair pose. So take an inhale, arms come up overhead. And as you exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, lowering the hips down. So you can bring your arms down to eye height if you need to, if you can feel the shoulders up around the ears, or you can bring them up beside the ears. You do whatever feels best for you. I'm going to have my arms somewhere in between. So lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor, nice long spine, and keep sinking the hips lower. We've got 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, press up through the feet. Exhale, bring the arms down. Take some breaths. Now, if you are fairly comfortable, if you like, you can bring your feet into touch. So toes touch, a little bit of space between the heels. This is going to bring a slightly more intense version. So once again, you can lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Standing nice and tall. Inhale as you bring the arms up. And exhale as you sink the hips down. Now, if you've got your feet together, squeeze your inner thighs together and lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor. Remembering you can bring your hands down to eye height if you need to, so that the shoulders can roll down the back. We've got 2 more breaths here. The weight is in the heels of the feet. Big inhale as you press up. And exhale. Roll the shoulders. Now this last set, if you like, if you have a block handy or maybe even a thick book that isn't too heavy, you can place the block between your thighs. So your feet will be a hip width apart for this one. Taking yourself through your alignment. Squeezing the block together, take an inhale. And as you exhale, sink the hips down. So we want to squeeze the block between our thighs, lengthen the tailbone down towards the floor, bring the weight into the heels. This time, if you like, you can bring hands to heart center or you can stay here. 2 more breaths. Weight is in the heels of the feet. Big inhale, lift up, and exhale. Removing the block if you've used the block. And just take a moment just to relax a little bit. The last pose in this sequence is called Goddess Pose. And so if you're not already, just turning sideways on your mat so that you can take a nice wide step out. And then heels in, toes pointing outwards. Standing up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your hips to begin with. And then take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees. So Goddess Pose is obviously a deep squat pose, working the hips, thighs, the buttocks. So if you like, you can keep your hands on your hips, or you can extend your arms out away from you, and then bend the elbows, palms facing forward, roll the shoulders down the back. 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Hands onto hips, straighten up the legs, and then maybe roll the shoulders. Keeping your nice wide stance, we're going to do 2 more sets of our goddess pose. So when you're ready, hands on hips to begin with. Inhale. And exhale, settle down into goddess pose. Adding in the arms. Pausing here for 5 breaths. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Nice deep inhale. Slow, strong exhale. 2 more breaths here. Hands on hips. Straighten up the legs. Maybe give them a little shake out. Let's do the last set. Hands on your hips. Take an inhale. Exhale as you settle down into your goddess pose. Adding in the arms if you like. 5 breaths here. Remember to keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Deepening your inhale, lengthening your exhale. Last breath. Beautiful, bring it on up. Heel toe the feet together. You might like to march it out, shake out the hands. And take a nice deep breath in. Find a nice comfortable seat on the floor. Feel free to jump on a block. And we're just going to stretch out the limbs a little bit after that. So bringing the arms up overhead, bending the left elbow, placing the hand on the upper back. And then just bring your right hand to your left elbow. And we're just gently encouraging a stretch down that left hand side of the arm. Nice easy breaths here. And when you're ready, switching sides. And bring your arms out in front, interlace the fingers, keep the palms open. Take a nice big stretch through the upper back, shoulder blades. And release the hands down, roll the shoulders. Extend the legs nice and long. Bring your feet together, feet are flexed, so toes are pointing up. Feel free to place some padding underneath your sit bones so that you can roll the pelvis forward and sit up nice and tall. And of course, you can always bend your knees. We're going to take a forward fold. So take an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, see if you can bring your tummy down towards your thighs. Resting your hands wherever they land. We want a nice long stretch through the back of the legs here. Nice, easy, calm, even breaths here. Rolling up, sitting up nice and tall. Bend the knees. Come back onto your hands, fingers facing inward. And just take a nice easy drop from side to side with the knees. Make your way onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a little roll from side to side. Bend the body, send the legs nice and long, reach the arms up overhead, interlace your fingers, leave the index finger free, keeping your hips in the middle. We're coming into Banana Asana or half moon on your back. So walking the feet out to the right edge of the mat and then shuffling the shoulders over to the right edge. So hips stay where they are. If you like, you can cross the left ankle over the right. Just enjoying a little stretch through the side body here. And gently move back to center. You might like to take a full body stretch here while you're here. And when you're ready, scoot the feet over to the left. Keep your hips in the middle and walk your shoulders over to the left as well. Crossing right ankle over left this time if you like. Pausing here for some breaths. And shimmy back to center. Maybe take another full body stretch because it feels good. When you're ready, come into your Shavasana. Let the feet be wide, toes hanging out. See if you can lift the chest and bring your shoulder blades down onto the mat. Palms open. Neck is long, chin is slightly tucked. Moving through the body head to toe, relaxing all the muscles. Letting go of tension. Feeling peaceful with the calm, easy, even breath. Staying in your Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready, finding a comfortable seat and opening your eyes.